told me listen to this, and they pay $5. Like I feel like the story should always begin with like either somebody that's like out front and like with a tape or like something that's just organic. And, like, it's just there's nothing real genuine about like forcing music into emails and asking for feedback and paying for the shit. Like it's just a waste of money and it's not productive in my opinion. Like
it's just because we have these new artists that's just like they come from one day to the next, and a lot of people have their hopes up like that, and like, well, if he got a shot, then maybe I got a shot too. So people be testing their luck.
But that's the first problem is like you should look at nobody else. Like you gotta create your own shot. Like forget if he got it. Like look at 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine went on Angie and was like, this song is trash. Like I what does it even mean?
Right.
And it's like you know why he got a shot, but that's maybe not everybody's gonna get a shot because they're trolling. So it's like instead of distracting yourself with that, what feels right to you and run with that. Like for real. Like,
that's true.
That is true. You gotta be unique too.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's frustrating. Like I say, even in my situation, like trying to come up as a radio personality. Like I don't really do like as many clubs or the DJing as much, and like for me trying to come up is a whole different approach than somebody that's just about DJing. Like if you ask Esau the same question, it's gonna be a whole nother answer. So it's like people have to figure out what makes sense for them because the more time that I focused on like, oh, should I be in more clubs? Should I be DJing more? I'm just distracting myself from doing what I do, which is more the interviews and just being a fan of music and a host. Like.
Right. So that's why you hip hop Mike.
Yeah, right. You can't look left and right all the time. Like, it's good to acknowledge. Like you should always learn. Like I've learned so much watching other people's stuff, and like I really know everything I know about music from studying like the 50 Cents as a kid, and like watching the whole thing that happened with them with him in Game, and then like Nas and Hov, like just all the shit. Like you learn.
But that's good though.
From the story,
right? Because it's history. Like that was in our era. Like the generation under us is like they're not really into that. They into I don't even want to.
Is that?
Like,
yeah.
Like y'all came up here to Hot 97 today to do a podcast. Like y'all could talk about that. Like I can talk about it. Like if you're an artist and you've stood in front of like studios to get people your music, or you've went to shows and you bust moves, like by the time you do an interview, there's a story. Don't just have somebody like, let me get an interview, and then like the story's like, yeah, well I send out emails with my music all day, and I don't know why I'm not on yet, but I'm building.
It's funny
we work
because
like.
We had interviewed these two what were they, promoters, and they used to hand out flyers for Team Bash. Kids nowadays is not gonna know that. We were talking about how they used to go to Fordham or 34th Street, and you see people selling their mixtapes for $5 or so, and now it's none of that. Like,
you don't see none of that.
But and it's crazy because now it's like if you get a lot of streams, then you made it. It's
and
like
it's
you're gonna get a deal
somewhere. It don't mean shit. Like I know artists that have tons of streams and they're on tour, they sign the labels and all that, and they're still not happy because of the fan base that they want and the fan base they got. Yeah. And it's like you need to just do what you do. Yeah. Like if you could accept what you're dealing with, like I think everybody should have streaming just for the simple fact of like every kid that I know holds their phone up to a radio to Shazam songs. So like if your music's not on streaming, you ain't Shazamming nothing. Like and 9 out of 10 times, the way I find a song isn't by like, what's the name of that? It's by literally holding my phone.
Yep, that's what we all do.
And what sucks about Shazam is that some of the songs that is been playing in the radio, they don't have it out yet. Yeah. And it's like, all right, so what's the point of this? Like, if I can't stream it, then...
Because that's what people think is like, oh, if Mike plays my song, it's like lit. Like,
that they gonna make it.
The best thing you get from that is a video if you take it that your song was being played and for your people to see you're on. And like that's it. You're not getting nothing else out of it.
One hand washes the other.
Yeah, if your song's not on streaming and they can't hold the phone up to the radio and get the song, it's a waste of time for everybody because you're all you're doing is getting a video like, oh, look at me, I was on a radio. The people that are seeing it are the people that have been seeing it. And nobody new could find it. That's why I say don't give me $5 for feedback. Spend the $10 to get your song. It's $10, yo. There's places to do it for free, I heard too.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah, so
I didn't even know that.
Right, me neither.
I don't know how it works, but like somebody sent me a link the other day. They were like, "This is free." I'm like, if it's free, why?
They just wanted the easy way.
But you know what? I'll find it through a playlist and I'll be twice as happy. I'll be discovering. I found this kid after the party. His name is. And this kid has 7,000 followers from fucking the middle of nowhere, like upstate New York. And like I hit him up, like, yo, your shit's hot. And I found it just because it was on Spotify and I had the radio rocking. So it's like,
I know he was happy.
Right. Those be the moments though. Like,
right.
You know, those be the best moments. If somebody hit me up like randomly and they like, babe, hey, I heard your podcast. I really like it.
What? I be like, what?
No. Like, you know, on SoundCloud, like all these kids on SoundCloud, it's like a lottery. Like there's a couple of kids that have millions of plays, and then everybody else is just thirsting for it.
Yep.
Spotify, Apple Music, like or Tidal, all of these are just other versions of the SoundCloud. Maybe you have to pay a few dollars to be on them, but it's the same radios, it's the same algorithms. Like. Your shit could be in rotation there. Now you getting 5 tickets instead of one SoundCloud ticket, and the one SoundCloud ticket's like 1 in a billion. The other one is like you could finesse playlists, you could finesse things. So
that's a fact.
I wish I was a musical artist, so I could have been singing. I swear to God, because it's like it's so easy. Like now, it's so easy to make it. Like before, it was hard. You know, now it's just easy because you have the internet. Like.
Well,
that's all you need, social media.
Because the internet makes it easier to market yourself, but like 10 years ago, you'd have to put an effort to be on.
Right.
Like,
but I feel like
that's what I'm saying, right?
Because before, right now.
If I wanted to give you my tape, I would have had to come all the way down here, stalk you, like, hey.
Tape, like, not everybody was.
But you don't open every DMs, so it's hard for them to get to you.
I ain't opening DMs for shit. Like,
that's why when I hit you up, well. We met because of DJ Juanito, but I was super hyped when you were like, oh, yeah, I'm down. I was like...
Well, let me correct you. DJ Serge invited us out to go meet him, but we couldn't
go because
it was so late.
Yep.
So...
You know DJ Serge.
Yes.
I would say that, like, when it comes to that stuff, I opened up the DMs. Like, I look at the DMs. I just don't respond to people, like, a lot of the time. Because it's not productive. It's like, y'all hit me up, y'all want to do a podcast. It's like, you're working, you're building shit. Like, it's good for me to tell my story. It makes sense. Like, when people hit you with the check your email or check your DM, or, it's like, nah. I don't care. Like, hit me up, like, comment on one of the pictures I post of food. Tell me that you're a fan of food, and let's talk about that. Yeah, like, tell me some shit that, like, we could, like, connect on. Because I'm not connecting with you on, like, yo, check out this record. Even if it's the hottest record ever. It's like... I'm not, that's not who I am. Like, and most people ain't like that. That I know. People, like, I know Flex will have more conversations with people about cars than music for sure. Like, it's the same. Cypher will talk comedy. Like, Rosenberg will talk wrestling. Like, if you talk wrestling with Rosenberg, he likes you 10 times more than somebody that's just like, yo, let me spit for you.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's it. It's rare that you
because that's annoying.
Like that.
It is annoying.
Like, you know, it's not, just because you work in a radio doesn't mean that that's my whole life.
Yeah, well, the world's run on energy. Like, you just gotta feel out people's energies. Like, it's not always the time. Are there situations where I'll sit with my DMs and go through tons of them and go like everybody's shit? Yeah. But like, if it's once a month that I want to sit with a bunch of random stuff, that's a lot. Like, you know, twice a month, 3 times a month, it's a lot. Like, because the average person is getting in their car, plugging in their aux, and vibing to what they want to vibe to after working or after doing whatever.
That's a fact.
It's just the nature of the beast. Like, so if you're going to work your way into stuff that I'm going to be using to, like, relax after work or to turn up on my way to work, you got to place that right within... Like, I get... You know when I get the most DMs? When I'm getting home. Like, because everybody's
they know
up,
your time too. Like, they be like, oh, he's...
Or Sundays. And if you think about it, like, the psychologies, everybody that's hitting me in the morning, they're just waking up. Or people that are hitting me on the weekend ain't going out and doing shit. They going pushing. Hit me up in the middle of the night. Let me see you actually doing some shit. Because if it's the middle of the night and you're in the studio and you're working and nobody else is hitting me because it's 4 in the morning, I got time. And it's like, you could tell me, like, yo, I'm here working. It's not like, oh, you're part of the 50 people that just woke up and are just sending out their morning blast. Like,
listen, I listen to Gary V, and he says that the way to make it is, like, hitting people up, but in a certain, like, there's certain hours of the day. And that's how I DM people. Like, I be like, oh, it's 2 a.m. They're not doing anything. Let me hit them up and see if they want to come through.
You know, it's an overnight radio personality. You want to hit them up when they're being active. Like, you know how many nights I sit at the station and the phones don't ring? There's not one call that comes through.
Wow.
And I'm like, these artists is blowing up my DMs every day. Y'all can call into the show at night. We can have a whole conversation. We can record shit for the radio. I'll put you on the air doing shout outs, like, and nobody hits me. And then 7 a.m. comes and it's like, yo, what's up? Y'all want to wake up for it, like, or be up. Like, that's music runs in the middle of the night. Like, artists are not up in the middle of the night.
24/7.
Like, that's it. Because people that's winning is on live all fucking night.
That's true. That's true.
Drake drops every picture that Drake posts on the gram is like after 3 a.m. It's real shit.
It is true.
The graveyard hours.
Right.
You gotta show real love. Like somebody in the comments right here saying it's gotta be organic and genuine. Like it can't just be some left shit.
It's true. Some people push it.
So I know you work in all these radio stations. What are your goals in the next 5 years or so?
I want to do management like really bad. Like I want to find a lit artist that like I have a good rapport with and like definitely do management because I feel like that's the move. Like anybody that's a DJ and says that they're gonna do it like into their 50s, like unless you're Flex, it's not happening. For real. And like especially for like a white dude, like to be honest, because I'm not like white cracks, like black don't crack. Like Flex looks like he's in his 30s.
Right, he does. He doesn't change.
Yeah, like he stayed like good. Like I'm gonna be bald and fucking overweight and shit. Like I need to go do this management game because. Like, I DJ'd yesterday at Jones Beach for 15 and 16-year-olds, and, like, the most entertaining were, I was like, who's got a jewel? And people were like, oh! Like, they wanted to hear Fifi. I played Fifi, like, 50 times.
I've seen that.
That's all they wanted to hear. And, like, right now, I'm 27, and I'm looking at it like, this is, like, wait till the next generation. This is going to be out of control. Because right now, I'm looking at it crazy. So imagine 10 years from now, I'm not going to want nothing to do with that, and they're not going to want nothing to do with my ass playing fucking, like, Drake. They're going to be like, why you playing Drake?
Right.
You should be playing this kid or whoever is
I mean, there's young ones that they still be like, why are you playing Drake and stuff? Now they want to listen to XX, the one who passed away.
Yeah.
They want to hear X, they want to hear Pump, they want to hear Perp.
But you also have some generations, they're around there with the old soul that likes Biggie and they like Nas and they like Tupac and that, like our generation music.
Nope.
You're not spending money smarter than that. Like it's not the time. Like I've always said, like the reason I never called myself like DJ Hip Hop Mike or DJ Mike or any of that shit because I've seen like Camilo get ready for parties or Rosenberg where they're sitting there with records and like pulling records. And, like, they live that shit. Yeah. You have to live it. Like, if you don't really eat, sleep, and breathe DJing and you're not ready to do free parties for the looks and market yourself and do all that, don't fucking be a DJ. Like, you're not supposed to be a DJ. There's a million jobs in music. Everybody wants to be on a stage, but, like, I'm not meant to be, like, a fucking DJ forever. Like, I like it. It's fun. It's cool, but I like fucking going bowling. Like, I don't go bowling every day. You know, like, straight up, if you're really about it, like, it's a commitment. And these days, I really, like, I take offense to it. Like, if I was Camilo, I would take offense like crazy to people that's just like, let me plug my laptop in. Like, they can't even talk the talk.
But you really can because we have technology. Like, that's what I was saying. Technology is so up there now that a lot of them is not going to know what the struggle that we went through, you know, to make it somewhere.
But to be seasoned, like, you have to be thorough. Like, and that's the thing, like, Camilo evolves with the technology because I feel like he really cares about knowing the music. He cares about watching the parties and reading the rooms. Like, these kids, they do it, it's more branding than it is actually caring about creating a vibe. And if you think you're going to do a good enough job branding yourself to have a substantial career as a DJ without actually loving, like, making those moves, it ain't happening. That's it. Like, you got to be real with yourself. And, like I used to be a pizza man. I made pizza. Like, I'm a big fan of pizza. When somebody's like, yo, I made pizza, I'm like, all right, let's talk sauce. Let's talk cheese. I want to just hear that you can fucking cook them together.
Right.
Like, what kind of sauce you messing with? How do you make it? How you season it? Like, so it's almost offensive if you're gonna be somebody that's like, if you're just half-ass talking. It's like trying to give somebody marriage advice and you've never been married.
Right. Right.
You gotta be thorough. You gotta have respect for the game. I'm not saying you gotta be out here with records. I'm just saying, like, understand and